What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Underground Paint King, the People's Champ, back with another video. And I know y'all been waiting for that part 2. I just been real busy at the shop, man. There's been a lot of work coming through here. So I'm just trying to handle business, plus keep giving y'all these videos like I promised. So without further ado, here's part 2.
I sacrifice everything to be underground king.
All right, now I got some body filler. Just gonna mix up my body filler, then spread it on. Now, when I spread it on, I'm not gonna spread it in like a big, large amount. What I wanna do is, or what you wanna do is, you wanna feel the actual dent that you have left. And what I mean by feeling it is, I'm gonna take my body filler and I'm gonna press down on it and feel in that area. I'm not just gonna try to slap it on and a whole bunch of it and then, you know, be done. I'm gonna feel and spread it in to that area and then build it up gradually. So, mixing up my filler. And while I'm speaking about filler, I hear a lot of people, and it ain't nothing wrong with it, but I hear a lot of people always calling it Bondo. But Bondo is a brand, but it's all body filler. So you got different brands, different names. Bondo is an actual brand, but for some reason everybody call it Bondo. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I call it mud. You know, so getting ready to put some body filler / mud / Bondo, whatever you want to call it, as long as you're getting it done. Make sure you mix it up pretty good and got an even color. Like so. Now, like I said, that's where my dings are. And I'm pressing it in. And as I'm pressing it in, it builds up. And fills those sections that I needed to fill in those little areas. So there's not no big heavy coats of body filler. Not really needed or necessary if you pull the dents out like you need to. And another thing, when it comes to putting body filler on, you ain't got to worry about being pretty or anything. Just put it on, you know. I know a lot of people like to have style and grace, you know, when they put body filler on, but after you do all of that, most of it end up on the floor anyway, so don't worry about being pretty. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So pressing in pretty good, and I pretty much got it covered like I want. All right, now so got my body filler on, and I'm ready to block. And just like I showed you in the how to find your highs and lows video, we're gonna do the same method, except we're using 36 grit sandpaper on a DuraBlock. If I can show you that. Get you a set of DuraBlocks. You know, they come in different shapes, sizes, and that's one of the best kits you can get. I'll show a picture in the videos so you see what I'm talking about. Check it out, look it up, and if you plan on doing this, good set to have. But you're gonna take your block and you're gonna work it out in an X pattern. Now, if you can see this, you can see clearly that I still got a low spot, but that's just my first coat of mud. So, I got 2 high spots and a low spot. I can keep blocking that out, but I already know it's still gonna be low just because it's my first coat of mud. But let's put the second coat on and see where we at. All right, now I got my second coat on, and we're gonna go right back to the X pattern and block it right back out again. All right, so now I got my area pretty much filled in, as you can see, and I don't have a lot of body filler there. And when you're doing body work, you want to feel with your hands. Don't just look at it with your eyes. You got to Ray Charles them body panels and feel everything. You can feel your highs, you can feel your lows. If you got any issues. So what I'm gonna do now, since I like what I got, I'm gonna use 1, maybe 2 coats of glazing putty and level everything up. Now the glazing putty is a little bit smoother, doesn't take as long to break down. It's gonna fill in all my little scratches and everything that I made with the 36, and gonna give me a smooth area to work with. Then once I get that done, we should be ready for primer. All right, now I got my first coat of glazing putty on, and it's coming out real good. So, going to start with 80 grit to knock down that first barrier of the glaze. After that, I can switch to 150 and then shape it like I want. Back with the X pattern again. It's gonna be X pattern from here on out, from start to finish. All right, I got it pretty roughed up like I want. Can't talk today, but I got it pretty roughed up like I want. So I'm gonna switch to the 150 and start blocking it out again. And the 150 is gonna start smoothing out all my heavy scratches. All right, I'm gonna switch to a good piece of 150. That was a used piece that I started off with. Get back to it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, then cut you back on so I ain't boring you with a long video of just watching me sand. All right, got it all blocked out, and I don't even think I need to do a second coat. I'm pretty much satisfied with what I have here. Feels really good. I definitely can prime this and get it primed up. After I get it primed up, block it out and get it ready for paint. So let's do it. Alright, so what I'm showing you now is the bodywork done and the glaze, filling in my different areas. As you can see, if it'll focus in, you can see the scratches that it filled in. So when you got those deep scratches, the glaze will sit inside those deep scratches and fill them in. So all those spots that you see that's kind of like highlighted in yellow, you can see where it filled in those deep scratches that I had. But now you can see that I got it taped off on where I'm going to prime inside my work area. I could do some more taping and tape it off real nice, but I don't have to. I'm going to be painting all that quarter anyway, so all of it's going to get sanded at one point in time. So nothing that I'm worried about right now. I want to get this primed up so it can dry, and then I can go and see if I got any highs and low spots. Alright, so just like I told you in my how to set up your gun video, I got my trusty old school siphon feed primer gun. And I know a lot of y'all like using the gravity feed guns, but I'm a little old school, new school, so I like using some of everything. And got my pressure down to about 20, 21 pounds. And that's gonna eliminate a lot of my overspray. Plus I can use gun control, which means I don't have to pull the trigger all the way back. I can pretty much adjust how much fluid I'm letting out. So I don't have to squeeze the trigger and just try to pound it on. I'm gonna build it up like I need to. Alright, so that's a pretty decent coat for the first coat. I'll put another one on and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so my first coat is dry. I'm gonna lay down my second coat and then let it dry out. And then after that, we can guide coat it, block it out, see if we're ready to go. Alright, now, I did this without a mask on. Don't do that. I only did that because I'm doing this video for you guys. Other than that, I'd have a mask on. And I probably would have this in my paint booth, but I'm being lazy and don't want to move this truck and all the other cars that I got in the shop. So, hope you enjoy it. Alright, YouTube, so that's part 2 of how to do body work. And stay tuned for part 3. Part 3 is going to be blocking out your primer, getting it ready for paint. And I'll show you how I do that. Now, I'll show you and give you some tips, because a lot of people will probably sand this with like 320, 400, but hopefully I can give you a little tip on how to do this so that get some little understanding, and next time you do a job, something like this, it'll come out A1. So this your boy, the Underground Paint King, the People's Champ, as you know. And we out.
I sacrifice everything to be